Coming up in this week's episode.
Welcome to Season 6!
The ocean to the Outback.
It's not going to exactly feed us all, is it? Welcome to Season 6!
The ocean to the Outback.
Yes, we will be exploring every corner of Queensland, our home state, for the rest of the year. We can't wait to share with you some of our favourite places to visit.
And to discover some new places that we have never been before. We are going to zig and zag and get to every corner of this amazing Sunshine State. But before we get those caravan wheels turning, we are discovering some of the gems from our corner of the state, southeast Queensland, with a little bit of island hopping, some fantastic day trips or overnighters within a few hours drive of Brisbane or the Gold Coast. Just awesome.
Unreal. You're going to head off though?
Yeah.
Okay.
See you guys.
See you soon, Jasper. Okay, we're going to start here in probably our favourite place here, coming from the Gold Coast, and that is South Stradbroke Island, affectionately known as South Straddy. We visited here about a year and a half ago before we started our lap here, and our good friends Beck and Scott are the managers here of Tipplers, and they've had a couple of upgrades since we were here last.
Yes, including these awesome beach shacks behind us. Now, they've installed 6 of them here at the Tipplers campground and another 4 down at Currigee campground on the southern end of the island. What I love is that they make these campgrounds so accessible for those of us who don't necessarily have all the camping equipment at home. You literally can come and stay in one of these really lovely furnished shacks, make use of the campground amenities, and they have everything that you need to make you stay really comfortable, including queen beds. There are some that have bunks in them as well, so they'll cater for up to 6 people. You do need to bring all of your own cooking utensils and food over to the island with you to make use of the free gas barbecues that are scattered around the campgrounds, or wander just a few hundred metres up to Tipplers Cafe for an amazing meal, and they even deliver down to the campground, so it doesn't get much better than that.
It is so fantastic, and they do also have a fire pit located for every single shack. So bring your marshmallows.
Yes, it is such a beautiful environment too, with the Broadwater on one side of the island that the shacks look out onto, and then it really is just a short walk over the other side of the island to the surf beach, which is amazing and pristine and untouched, and there's nobody there.
Nobody else there. Actually, it's a really good tip. If you are going to come and check out these shacks and come for a couple of nights, definitely try and come for 2 or maybe 3 nights if you can. Come midweek. we are the only people here.
Yes.
So good. Now down on the surf beach, of course, you want to bring your fishing rods as well. Bring a couple for the broadwater and then try your hand out over there. Lockie, Beck and Scott's son, took us down there a little earlier, showed us how to pull up those little beach worms. We threw the rods in, didn't do so well,
No.
unfortunately, but that's okay. He was out yesterday and he caught some Spanish mackerel just off the island, and so fortunate for us, his mum Beck is a sensational chef, and she's going to teach us how to actually cook up the Spanish mackerel on the day use barbecues here.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to learning some new tips. And if you have been over to Tipplers, you would know how good the food is. So we are definitely in for a treat tonight.
Now listen, you don't have to have your own boat to access the island. Of course, there are water taxis. Otherwise, you can get the Tipplers ferry straight out of Jacob's Well, or you can also contact them if you need to make some other arrangements or get a private charter to collect you outside of their general operating hours. I think if you could get a group of friends together to have an island getaway, like you say, 30 minutes to the Gold Coast, an hour to Brizzy, amazing.
Oh, you feel like you're worlds away. It really is still that beautiful, untouched, natural environment. And I think because up until now, with the Tipplers ferry, access has been for people who do have their own boat. It's kept it that beautiful, natural environment. So if you're looking for a secluded escape, this is the island to come to.
All right, after we finish up getting some good fish cooking tips from Beck, we'll share with you some of the footage from our last visit here that shares the now 120 plus campsites that are spread out through 3 different parts of this island. So there really is something for everyone, including a self-contained unit down at the southern Currigee end. There's another kiosk down there. There is a kiosk at the Tipplers end as well. So really, if you forget anything or you don't even want to self-cater, they have got you covered. All right, awesome. Let's get into it.
Oh, don't forget, last time we stayed, we also cooked up one of the locals' favourite dishes, which was the South Stradbroke.
Yes, Pipi Pasta. Very good. Season 6. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for joining us. Here we go.
So what have we got in here, Beck?
A lot of Thai ingredients, some herbs and spices, turmeric, coriander, cumin, some galangal, garlic, coconut cream. So this is just the flavouring to go on the fish.
Amazing.
before it goes on the barbecue.
It looks so good.
I wonder when we're gonna have the end of one.
Ooh, yeah.
Do you want to rub it on the fish for me, Jasper? So here is our fish. Are you able to rub the paste that you just made all over the... Yes, from your glove. Away.
Ah, good job. This looks amazing, Beck, and we're such novices still when we're cooking with fish, and we've never attempted anything like this on the barbecue. Tell us what happens and what's going to happen.
Okay, so we started off by catching the Spanish mackerel, which a lot of our campers do in the campground here at Tipplers. They head out early in the morning, go out through the seaway, catch some fresh fish and bring them back to the campsite, fillet them up and cook them on the barbecues like we're doing now. Matter of fact, well before we lived here and managed Tipplers, it's exactly what we did with our children. We would pack up the car, boat on the back on a Friday afternoon, pick the kids up from school with the boat, straight over to Tipplers. And the kids loved it, they loved it. They would have done it every weekend if they could.
And I mean, it's such a simple but enjoyable thing to do, isn't it? Just
Absolutely,
be able to go out and catch your dinner and cook it.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Absolutely, and you can even make that paste at home. You don't have to bring out the mortar and pestle or anything. Have it made at home, and then if you catch a fish, you've got it there to barbecue. If you don't, there's always the cafe for backup.
Yes.
We get fresh fish in every single week from local fishermen.
And we love the cafe food. We rave about it to everybody. So I guess then it was quite an easy transition for you guys. You've obviously got the island in your veins to then end up now managing the cafe and the campgrounds as well.
Yeah, it was a very easy transition, and the whole family agreed that it would be, especially the children, great to go and live out on the island. So yeah, very easy decision.
So does that mean the kids have grown up with island life?
Yes, they grew up, they went to school on the mainland but travelled across every day. They've all grown up and left school, and they have actually all moved out back to the mainland now. So, but it was a great upbringing for them, and it's just a great place for kids. Shacks definitely have made staying overnight a lot more convenient for families.
Well, families like us too, because we're not campers. We've never really been campers, but we feel so privileged that we can come and do this and, you know, get spoilt to an amazing meal cooked by you on the barbie.
Hopefully. I think once you have experienced South Stradbroke Island, you just keep wanting to come back. It's such a beautiful place. It's so unplugged, and it's just a place to recharge and reconnect with nature.
Yeah, exactly, Jasper. Beck, it looks amazing and it smells so good too. I can't wait to taste it. Thank you
No
so
worries.
much. How spoiled are we?
Yum-o.
Oh, look at that. It's perfectly cooked. You need to try this. That's beautiful, Beck.
Oh my God, that's good.
Yes, good thinking, 99.
How delicious does that Spanish mackerel look?
So good. It's making me hungry just re-watching that footage, and such an easy one to cook. We are definitely going to give that a go ourselves on the Weber
Yes.
somewhere. How generous are Beck and Scott? Just
Beautiful.
so beautiful.
Yep.
Such down-to-earth people, generous with their time. We absolutely love catching up with them when we're on South Stradbroke.
Do you know, we were sitting around that fire having our marshmallows, and we were asking them about the lifestyle, the island lifestyle. What is it really like? And they mentioned that at first it was really about having them there as a family, you know, giving the kids an upbringing that was in that natural environment was so important to them.
Yeah.
But what has happened, the real reward for them now, is that spending all that time with their kids in such a beautiful environment, getting to have those experiences, now their kids still like them.
Yes.
I mean, their youngest is 18 and their oldest, Lockie, who helped us with the fish there, is I think 23 or 24. Anyway, they want to spend time with their mum and dad. It was such a reassurance, again, a reminder to us that this is such a gift, you know, getting to spend that time with your kids, whether it's in this lifestyle or at any time, just, you know, making that extra time so that on the other end, when you really want them to like you, they actually do.
Yeah, 100%. In fact, we talk a little bit more in detail about Beck and Scott's journey on South Stradbroke in our podcast that we just recorded, that will be going out on Friday night, every Friday night on every podcast platform. And we also record the podcast for our other YouTube channel as well, which is the Family Travel Podcast YouTube channel, and you can actually get to that from the homepage on our Feel Good Family YouTube channel. So if you do want to check that out, jump on over there as well.
Fantastic. Okay, another very quick promo for our ebook, Lessons from a Lapia. It's the ultimate travel guide, the guide that we wish we had when we started off. Over 90 pages, 100 clickable links, all the templates that you can populate yourself, everything that you need to know, whether you are already on the road or you are getting prepared to go. This is your one-stop guide, and there's also a free audio book that comes with that as well. A special introductory price. There you go, that's my sell. But
yeah, love it. Thank you to
get yourself a
everybody
copy.
who's supported us so far by purchasing that. If you love it, please do leave a review on our website on that product page, because it then helps other people out there who are looking at this product to really know that, yes, it is going to save them time. It's going to make their life that much easier when they're researching this information and looking at so many different places. It's all here in the one spot.
Awesome. All right. I feel like one of those DJs. Okay, we are now going to get into the second half of this week's episode. And again, South Stradbroke, love this island. Find out how you can get yourself there and, book it in. Get into that midweek, as we mentioned. That's really where you're going to find yourself in a true escape, in that solitude by yourself.
Oh, it's a really great point. And in fact, stay up to date on the Tipplers Cafe Facebook page, because they often have really great midweek deals that Beck was telling me about.
Good advice.
And that's the place to go to find out what's happening.
Okay, now we're going to cover off all of the, the other parts of the island as far as campgrounds, activities, the self-contained cottage that we got to stay in last time. There's other activities that you can do on the island. And Katie's now famous, Pipi Pasta from the Pipis that Jasper and I harvested on the ocean side of the island. Absolutely delicious.
Awesome, let's do it.
All right, see you next week.
Bye.
Hello guys, we have got all our stuff ready to go to the island.
What's the name of the island?
The name is South Stradbroke Island.
Yes, also known as Straddy.
Yes.
Okay, who owns all this stuff, mate? This is a lot of stuff.
Us! We own all this stuff.
Mainly Mummy.
Hey, Mummy may have packed it, but she doesn't own it. What's that?
What happened?
Well, you know, Mum holding everything.
We're just being told that this is good
Yeah,
training.
Look, Scotty's
So
doing training.
they're doing training as though it's a man overboard, even though it's a hat overboard.
Yeah, watch this. This is training. Check this out.
Yeah, you needed my help, Tom.
Do they do good? Now Mummy's got to put a wet hat on.
I think actually I'll just be holding on to it for the rest of the trip.
That's our weekly head overboard.
See, we spoke, good content, training, awesome. Look at that. Yes.
Okay, we've got a bit of an adventure today. What are we doing, Jasper?
We are going pipi catching.
Yes, we've been pretty spoilt today. Emily and Lachlan, who are the campground managers for North and South Currigee here on South Stradbroke Island, said that they were heading out pipiing with a couple of their campground co-workers to teach them how to actually catch these little, they're like clams, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, we've never done it before, so this should be pretty cool, because then we're going to cook them up a little bit later, all going to plan, and make a pretty tasty dish, we're told. What's it called?
It's called Pipi Pasta.
Pipi Pasta. So yeah, we're going to be hopefully successful. We're going to go give it a go.
Yep.
Do you think you'll catch any?
Yes.
Yeah, I reckon you'll be good at this.
Basically what we do is you just test this area for a couple of minutes. If you don't get any, you move on to the next area. If you don't get any, you move on to the next area until finally you get onto a patch of them. And when you get a patch of them, sometimes, honestly, every time you put your hand down, there's another one there. It's, yeah, that good, yeah. You can bag out in 10 minutes, you know, so yeah.
Fantastic. All right, let's go give our Pipi shuffle a go, Jasper.
Found him.
He's a halfie.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, let's try and find the other half. All right, Jasper. Yes! Woohoo! My first one. It's not going to exactly feed us all, is it? Woohoo!
Yeah.
Good pipping, Jasper, keep going.
How's this absolutely amazing backdrop. Here we are on the beautiful South Stradbroke Island, and the boys were lucky enough to go out yesterday morning Pipiing with Emily and Lachlan, the beautiful managers here who run the South Currigee campgrounds. What they found was an awesome haul of these little babies, and after having a good chat with Emily, she's given us a great, easy recipe to really take advantage of this fresh, local seafood. So we are going to be trying it out today. It is the South Stradbroke Pipi Pasta. Now, it doesn't get any simpler than this. Our fresh ingredients include a diced red onion, some beautiful grape tomatoes, garlic, we've got Australian olive oil, chili flakes and salt, and our Italian linguine pasta. And of course, we can't forget the hero of our dish, our beautiful fresh pippies. Okay, first step is to get our pasta on. It will take about 11 minutes to al dente. Let's get that in the pan. Now, a super important tip is to make sure that you desand your pippies. That is, of course, unless you like extra crunch in your meal. Now, a good way that we did this was pop the pippies in a basket and tie it off out in the broadwater. You want to do this for at least 3 hours to allow the pippies to expel all of the sand inside of them so that you don't have any of that in your meal. Okay, so the pasta is cooked. Now for our veg. A little bit of olive oil. And our red onion. We are on a little bit of a lean here on the sand. So we'll just let that fry off for a few minutes, and then we'll add our tomato and let that all simmer down together for a further 5 minutes. Oh, it smells amazing. Okay, let's add our garlic. All right, so we're going to add a little bit of the pasta water back into the pot just to create a bit more of a sauce so the pippies can cook. And lastly, our beautiful fresh pippies. Give them a stir. Pop the lid on. That'll help them steam. Now, they will be done when they open up out of their shells, maybe around 3 minutes. So, pippies are done. We are going to add some of our pasta back into the pot, give it one quick stir, and then we'll be ready to serve it up and give it a try. I love that sound of the shells. Okay, moment of truth. Taste test time.
The best part of the gig is getting to taste your wife's cooking, right? Let's get one of those little suckers. Yeah. Here we go. That is perfect.
Amazing.
Oh,
There you
I
go.
love you.
South Stradbroke Pipi Pasta.
Well done. Get into it.
Yeah. Well.
Hello. You want to show me around?
Yep. I'm your tour guide today.
Okay.
Here's my bedroom with a starfish and a picture and two beds for extra.
Yes.
Here is Mummy and Daddy's bed.
Great.
Here is the bathroom.
Okay. Oh, that looks very new. Nice new bathroom. What else is there?
Here is the kitchen.
Okay.
And here is the bedroom.
Oh, this is great. And then we've got outside, we've got a fire pit and a barbecue. Should we go and have a look at that?
Here's our fire pit.
We'll get a fire in there later tonight, hey?
And here is our barbecue.
Ta-da! Excellent. And over there is
The amenities.
the amenities block. That's right. Very cool.
We've just enjoyed a 3-night escape on the beautiful South Stradbroke Island, staying in the South Currigee campground in their 2-bedroom beach cottage.
This is an island escape like no other. I mean, it is back to basics,
Oh, yeah.
particularly from a camping point of view. I think there's over 110 campsites to choose from across their 3 different campgrounds. On the far north is Tipplers, very famous. It's, you know, been there since I was a kid. We were coming to Tipplers Resort back in the day. It is now this fabulous cafe. I mean, the restaurant up there and what they're actually producing is fantastic.
Yes.
The seafood is incredible. They've also got this massive playground up there, and there is about 70 campsites just on that camp area alone. You come a little bit further south to North Currigee, which is the second camp area, and there's about 30 camp spots there. A little bit more basic, although they do have a really great inlet so that you can bring your boats in and out. There's a jetty to offload your gear, loads of barbecue areas, hot showers, so still very well catered. And then about 800 metres further down the beach is where we are here in what is probably more a family orientated area of the campground, South Currigee. It is fantastic.
It really is a water lover's playground, and you have the best of both worlds here. You've got the surf beach on one side of the island, the calm waters of the Broadwater on the other, literally on the doorstep of the campground. I mean, every campsite has a beautiful water view. Jasper and I have loved getting out on the stand-up paddleboard, splashing on the water's edge. You can get your kayaks out. We've been watching the boats come and go. Now, you do need your own boat to access the island. You can, of course, hire a boat to get over here or grab a water taxi. And if you are staying up at Tipplers, they offer a ferry service from the Tipplers Cafe.
Yeah, and that can pick you up either from the Runaway Bay Shopping Centre or from Jacob's Well, where we've been staying the last week as well. So a pretty awesome service to get around.
Yeah, for sure.
Walking over to the surf beach to see the sunrise this morning, I mean, it's about a 10-minute walk or a little bit of a drag with Jasper at 4:15 this morning, but well worth it. And then back on this side of the island, the sunsets are beautiful. Yeah. The highlight for us has been the native, natural landscape that is here. I mean, the lack of commercial development is probably one of the best features of this island.
So alongside the campsites and the cabin that we've been staying in, there are a handful of wallaby tents on offer as well.
Yeah, look, these are a fairly basic tent. I mean, the idea is for those that want to come along, not bring all of that sort of gear, still have a roof over your head. They are an excellent option, and again, with some incredible views back over the Broadwater. The other real highlight is that every site has its own fire pit.
Yes.
Now, we're currently in a fire ban, so unfortunately we didn't get to enjoy this, but I think that would be one of the best parts of camping in this environment, having that, you know, sundowner.
And watching that sunset over the Broadwater, just amazing.
Now, they've also got a kiosk down here at the South Currigee Campground, which is excellent for all those little items, the things you might have forgotten, you know, fire starters, lighters, drinks, icy poles, you name it. They really have got it all there. And
coffee.
yes, they actually have 2 capsule coffee machines, so you won't be out
Very important.
without a good coffee. So that's good. Look, another thing to remember is that being a conservation and wildlife park, no pets are allowed here, which is probably a really good thing, particularly for the amount of wildlife that's here. I mean, they've got wallabies, you know, roaming around everywhere, which is really fantastic, particularly for the little kids to see. They even have a very rare golden wallaby here.
Oh,
so
the
rare.
elusive
We
golden
haven't seen
wallaby.
it. Yeah. Loads of bird life. I mean, to be able to come to an island paradise like this, so close to a bustling city like the Gold Coast, and feel like you are worlds away, I think is, you know, a wonderful escape and a must-do.
Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, caravan cooking recipes, our monthly Go RV magazine articles and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family, and happy trails.
Oh God, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, it was like, that's how I was like, oh,
She's making it up as she goes along, people at home.
right, everything that you're saying is so good.
Was that funny?
I got this really tiny
Oh, no. Don't worry, come here. There's another one in here.
I've got my binoculars on. You don't think you're up to something naughty, are you?
What do you mean?
I saw you saying to Jasper that you might get an ice ball.
I would never have said that to Jasper. Should we go do it?
Well,
Icy pole or an ice cream, what would you like?
you can have an ice cream or a cleanse.
I'm on a cleanse, mate. What are you having?
Icy ball.
Alright, have you been good?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. Sure.
Woo!
Early.
Schmelly.